Hello. Hello, Goo, buddle up. Okay, so here's what went down throughout this whole day so far. First, I got up. Okay, so it is currently about 4:10 in the morning. I will be working with my uncle today, and now I'm just getting ready. Second thing was I made myself some breakfast, which is something I don't really commonly do. Then I went to work with my Uncle Patrick. He picked me up, as shown in the next video. Now I just need to wait for my Uncle Patrick to arrive, which he said 5:15. And now I'm just waiting outside. Is that him? I think that's him. That's him. Here's what else happened. I went to go eat. So we just finished eating. Went with my Uncle Patrick, and time to head home. Now I'm going to be talking about some Christmas traditions that usually go down in my house. So before I start talking about the Christmas traditions thing, I want to address a few things. First one being, why is there a giant leather thing in the back of my room? This giant leather thing is actually a recliner. This recliner actually belongs in the living room all the way over there, but because we needed room for the tree, they used my room as a storage room. Okay, second thing is, why did I keep touching my hair in yesterday's video? When you have hair like mine, when it's sort of long, not that long, it gets on my forehead, and when it's on my forehead, it feels uncomfortable because it makes it feel like there's something crawling on my forehead, so I feel the need to just wipe it away. But when it's gelled, like right now, it doesn't really get in the way, so I probably won't be touching my hair that much in this video. And what was the third thing? I wanted to address one more thing. What was it? I might remember it later, whatever. Now, on to the Christmas traditions thing. We don't necessarily have traditions. We would get our trees sometimes either very early or either very late. Last year we got our tree very early, but we would put a lot of decorations on the inside. That was our thing. That was it. We just get a tree, decorate it as a family, decorate the inside of the house, and that was it. This year, however, is very different because this year everything's changed a bit. People started to care on what went on the tree. They wanted to choose what type of lights went on there. We would just put on the ornaments that we had, and our ornaments that we had, they were sort of random. They didn't really necessarily make sense. I'll go get them. We use these bins to hold our ornaments and all this other stuff. And these were the ornaments we had. They were very colorful. We had Mickey Mouse themed ones. Very random things that no one really knew what they were. They were just ornaments. And we had things like that we made a long time ago. I made this candy cane when I was like, I want to say 8 years old, maybe younger. Random things like this, and I always loved these ornaments. I always looked forward to putting them up every year. This year and last year, they were very different. They didn't want these ornaments. I just don't have the Christmas spirit this year and last year. Like, we used to wait for our Auntie Lisa to come over, and then we would all open the presents. Now we don't bother to wait. I always question why, but we just don't. She comes over, like that just having to be patient would be like, come on, I just want to open the presents. And then like she comes over and we're like, yes, and we can finally open our presents. But now like we open our presents right away, and for some reason I mentally feel bad for her because like she always looked forward to seeing us opening our presents. I remember the first year when we didn't wait for her, she was like, oh, you opened it without me. I automatically felt bad because I wanted to wait for her when no one else wanted to. But oh well. I am struggling to remember that third thing that I was going to address